I want to give you guys an update on how this space is doing. I don't know if you remember from my previous video, this was a fence that was put up by our previous homeowners, and I didn't want to tear it down. It's not a very big space, not in the best location, but I wanted to make good use of it. All it had was a bunch of weeds growing in it. I've turned it into a blueberry patch. I decided to put some garlic in here in an attempt to keep the deers or unwanted critters away. And the garlic did come up. This was a late planting of garlic that I got in the ground around January. And how I built up my soil was I simply used some cardboard box underneath. I used just some compost, some potting mix. I used some of the native soil, granular fertilizer, mixed everything up, piled it up till about 12 inches. And I also added some herbs here at the end. And one of my favorite herbs and some onions is chamomile. So this can be a biannual or a perennial depending on your area. This is my variety of chamomile that I'm growing. I actually started it from seed last year. It did overwinter. These are what the seeds look like. And I had some that I grew from last year. This is probably like my third or fourth season growing this variety of chamomile. And once the flowers come into bloom, I dry them on the counter and I store them in a jar, and it makes amazing tea. It helps with sleep. It helps to relax you, and it has kind of like the same properties that you will find in benzodiazepines without any of the side effects. And so it's one of my favorite things to grow in the garden, and I'll keep you guys updated in the progression of this space and how it does during the rest of the season, garden season 2025.